Thank you so much. Thank you for your energy, ladies and gentlemen. I will take it tonight, because I'll tell you, as we were talking before, I am feeling better, and you can tell because I sound much, much worse. Oh, that is good. My water burns a little. Now, I actually went to the doctor at the beginning of this week. This is Meredith, one of my producers, everybody. Say hi to Meredith. And I went to my doctor on Monday, and he actually looked me over, and I said, what's going on here? And he actually said, he checked my vitals, and he said, there's nothing actually wrong with me. And I said, what does that mean? He goes, I've checked, you don't have a fever, you don't have nothing wrong with your nose up here, nothing wrong with your throat, nothing wrong with your lungs. This is just what you're like now. So.
Or he doesn't know, it hasn't been identified yet.
Oh, that's true, that's true. Maybe I've got something new and exciting.
And then it could maybe be named after you.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun. Some people get a street. I could get a disease. Yeah, that's a happy thought. Now, people who watch this show know that I am a big fan of The Bachelor. And we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
We talk about it. You like The Bachelor, right?
The Bachelor relaxes me like no other show. It's
it
just
does.
like, all thoughts just like go out of my head completely when I watch it.
I like watching The Bachelorette, too. I like The Bachelorette because I like watching the greased up man cubes that they bring in.
Yeah.
You know, like guys who look like they just did like 50 push-ups right before the camera went on, and then put on the starch dress shirt that they don't tuck in. I want to see those guys.
I like the Bachelor because I like sort of in the middle of the season when it's about maybe like 10 girls, and then they're all uniting to try to get this one bad seed out, like the kind of girl that will fake head trauma just to get like 5 minutes of alone time. I feel like her name's Alexa, too.
Alexa would be a great name.
Right?
Well, how do you feel? We talked about this the other night. We didn't get a chance to talk. How do you feel about the choice that Ben made to go with Lauren?
Great.
Me too.
I mean, she's great. It was both good choices.
I was on Team Lauren like from the beginning. Yeah. So you'd be happy. You'd want to wish them happiness.
Yeah, I wish.
Well, you can because they're right here in the audience right now. There's Ben and Lauren right there in The Bachelor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Stephen.
All the happiness. Very nice. It's very nice. See? Love is real. You saw it on TV. Of course, the reality show everyone's talking about is the presidential election. Big round of primaries last night. 5 states voted, so people were calling it Super Tuesday Part 3. And like all sequels, it's getting predictable and very expensive. On the Democratic side, Hillary shut out Bernie 5-zip, including Florida. It is just so sad to see Bernie betrayed by the people he most resembles. Meanwhile, over on the interesting side, Donald Trump had a huge night. The size of the hugeness, large. He won 4 out of 5 states, then delivered a stirring victory tantrum.
Nobody has ever in the history of politics received the kind of negative advertising that I have. And you explain it to me because I can't. My numbers went up. I don't understand it. Nobody understands it.
For once, we agree with you. It's happening. What's happening? It might have something to do with the great endorsements Donald's getting. For instance, former candidate and man always looking directly into the sun, Ben Carson, who told this inspiring tale of how he came to support Donald Trump.
I have to look at what is practical. I didn't see a path for Kasich, who I like, or for Rubio, who I like. Is there another scenario that I would have preferred? Yes, but that scenario isn't available.
That is a rough endorsement. I'll tell you what, the bar's about to close. You're not getting younger, and neither am I. Let's get married. And Carson wasn't the only one supporting Donald Trump.
The way I look at it, even if Donald Trump turns out not to be such a great president, we're only looking at 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, how much can go wrong in 4 years? I mean, World War II just flew by. But as inevitable as Trump may seem now, there was one key state he didn't win, Ohio, which went to its governor, John Kasich. It was the first and only win for the governor, after which Kasich made a pretty bold claim.
I want you to know something. We are going to go all the way to Cleveland and secure the Republican nomination.
Governor, here's a riddle. What's round at both ends and has got to be high in the middle? Because to secure the nomination at the convention in Cleveland this summer, Kasich would have to get 116% of the remaining delegates. We'd have to make him governor of every remaining state, plus some states we don't even have yet. He's looking very good in North Kentucksylvania and Massachusetts. Oh, they love him down in Massachusetts. Oh, Massachusetts, which fought on both sides of the wall between the states. We are so proud of both our crawdads and our chowder. Massachusetts will rise again. Massachusetts. But forget the odds. Last night, Kasich was the man of the hour, standing tall at his victory rally. There he is, the only one who could possibly stop Donald Trump, the governor of... And he's gone. And he's gone. So with Kasich swallowed in a storm of confetti, there's only one candidate left who can stop Donald Trump. And his name is Ted Cruz. Woo! 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 Because here's the deal. Mathematically, Cruz is the only guy remaining who can beat Donald Trump. And he's got a message for every other Republican.
I would invite you to join us, to come together. We welcome you with open arms. Come join us. We welcome you with open arms. We would welcome you to our team. We would welcome you with open arms. We welcome you to our teams. We welcome you with open and welcoming arms.
Yes, come. Yes, come. Don't resist, children. I welcome you with open arms. Shh, no, shh. Here. Have some butterscotch. I'm your father now. And if Ted Cruz is right, if every single anti-Trump voter unites behind him, he could get enough delegates to be the nominee. Then the GOP establishment can say, goodbye, candidate we don't like. Hello, candidate we can't stand. But if Cruz can't do it, there's one other way to deny Trump the nomination. A brokered convention. You see, when a candidate wins a primary, he really wins delegates who are committed to him at the party convention, but only for the first ballot. So if Donald Trump doesn't get 1,237 delegates in the first round of voting, they're all free to vote for whoever, which is great news. The Republican campaign could start all over again, only this time it's crammed into 1 week. You can binge watch the death of the GOP. Of course, Republicans don't like calling it a brokered convention. They have a much nicer name.
From an RNC perspective, we're going to continue to prepare for all contingencies, including an open convention.
I think it's an open convention. We could have an open convention.
Oh, I'm sorry, not brokered, open. Just like, honey, we don't have a broken marriage, we have an open marriage. And I know we never discussed it, but it'll spice things up, you know, to bring in an outsider. And I think we'll end up trusting each other even more. Stronger.